Right, so we've got this Samsung washer dryer. So the issue with it is this: I've already removed the board, the PC board, the main board. It's got the main board there, then you've got the inverter board there, and then the main board was here. So I've just removed it so that I can check underneath for the other components for testing. I've already peeled off a few key test points that I've identified. So let me plug it in first so that you see what it's doing. So this is the plug. So watch there on the main board. You will see a flickering light, and if you listen carefully, you're going to hear a relay clicking. So it's going to keep on cycling. It's got a light there that shows that there is power there going to, reaching maybe the processor or something there. So, and then on the inverter board also there is a light. So let me plug it in. Watch carefully. You're going to see a light there and a relay clicking. So let me keep quiet. Right, you saw the light and you heard the relay, I hope. Then here on the inverter board, it keeps on flashing, and then it cycles again. When this one is okay, watch, wait. It was flashed and then it went off. Watch again. Right, you see the light and the relay. So that is what it was doing. It's not powering on, nothing. It's unresponsive here on the buttons. So let me remove it from the plug and wait for it to discharge, and then remove the board and show you a few key test points that I've identified there. I'm going to remove this board. So what's happening is I've removed the main PCB. So this is it. This is the main PCB here. So by the look of it, firstly, before you touch anything, it's always good to analyze how it's supposed to work. So if you see two, let me remove this. If you see, right. If you see, so if you see a PCB like this, with two transformers like this, the first one is for the standby voltage. So by the fact that you can see a light here flickering on and off, we can safely say that the standby power supply is fine, which is controlled by this little IC here. You see this little IC? Right, you see this little IC here is controlling this this transformer here. Right, and then this other power supply here is for the other bigger voltages besides the standby. Right, from the analysis. And then the first thing that I went about, I was suspecting something could be wrong somewhere along this line, this big power supply. So the first thing that I tested is this fuse. There is a fuse here. You can see. Let me try and zoom in. Can you see it? Maybe you can or you cannot. Can you see it? Oh, it's too dark. Right here, that's the fuse. So if I flip the board and test the fuse, put my meter into the frame, the fuse is bad. So if the fuse is bad, I'm suspecting could be a short, because it's rare that a fuse just blows on its own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test. There's a bridge rectifier here. These are the input of the bridge, and this is the output of the bridge. So moving my meter to diode mode, and let me switch it on and off so that it lights the torch, and then putting it on diode mode. The input is not short, the output is not short, and the diodes inside, they are fine. So the bridge is fine, and here the drain of the MOSFET of the switching IC is not short, because I'm measuring diode drop this way and I'm measuring nothing like this. It's charging here and then there's nothing. So this IC for the bigger power supply is this one. It's an STR. So the drain of this IC is not short. That much I can tell. So the other thing I should check for, you see this little capacitor. This capacitor provides the VCC voltage for this IC. So if there's a short on this capacitor, or there is something wrong here and there won't be VCC, then this IC won't work. So let's check that also. So I flipped it now. Let me make the meter light up. So the meter is lit up. So I'm gonna test this capacitor here. I measure a direct drop, which is good. The opposite side I shouldn't measure anything. Right, I'm measuring nothing, so I think it's fine. So now there is no short. There is no short. But if I look, let me confirm whether this fuse goes to this reactor coil. There's a reactor coil that connects here. I want to confirm it's going there, or it's going here and here. So, well, the fuse blew. It might have blown due to the voltage, the stored voltage from the reactor coil. Remember, an inductor stores electrical energy. So when the power suddenly goes off, then that inductor releases voltage. Could be what blew the fuse. I'm suspecting, because I'm not seeing a short. I'm not seeing a short. Otherwise, could be something that was something on the inverter. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just bridge this fuse for now and test. So what I've done is, I've reconnected the board. But for on the side of caution, I've disconnected the power going to the inverter board. I've disconnected all the other components plugged into the main board, like the valves. There's 1, 2, 3 valves. There's a drain pump, maybe 2 underneath, and yeah, I've disconnected these so that if they are short, then the fuse won't blow, because they are disconnected already in the inverter board. So even without these components plugged in, it should power on. If there isn't anything else short. So let me plug it in. Hopefully it's gonna power on nicely. So this is the power. Hope there won't be an explosion, right? No explosion. Constant light. Relays. Watch the light. Right, that is good. Remember last time, it was it just came on momentarily, and you can see here, it is what? It is powering on nicely there. And okay, let me just see. Now it's off, and I can hear the sound going off, and then it's on now, right? And well, looks like it's not responding, but could be one of the things that I didn't connect. Could be that, could be that. So now what I'm gonna do is, let me plug in, let me switch it off, plug in everything. So here it is, it's off. Right, so what I've done is now, I've reconnected every connection, and looks secure and everything's connected. Just okay, I don't see. All right, let me plug it in and test again. So this is me plugging it in. Right, the light looks promising. Looks good. Right, there is nothing on the inverter. Well, remember last time there was something showing on the inverter. But anyway, since it's flashing constantly like this, then the power going to processor is stable. So let's power it on and see. Right, it's on. Let's see whether it's going to respond here. Right, now it's responding. Remember last time it wasn't responding. I'm suspecting it was because of the other connections that were not connected. So what I'm going to do is now, let me put it on spin. I will just put it on spin. How do you put it on spin? I don't see the spin. Okay, I don't see the spin. Right, there is, okay. Right, let's remove the... Okay, let's remove the rinse. No rinse. Just spin now. Just spin. So let's start it. Right, the door is locking. Right, so this is it. I stopped the video because it was now spilling water all over the place. So I removed the plug, mopped up the water, and put a bucket back there so that it drains the water in there. So I put the power in. and then let me plug it. Let me switch it on. There it goes. It's on. It's on spin. Let me just start it so that I'm worried about the motor. If the motor turns, then it's good. Remember, these inverter motors, there are problems sometimes. So let's power on. The door is locking. The drain is running. Yeah, I think most of the water it's already been pumped out. So I'm just worried about the motor. I'm just waiting to see the motor turn. Let me move to the back so that you can see it clearly. So this is it here on this side. Let's hope the motor turns. Because if it doesn't turn, then it's a big problem. Looks like the motor is quiet. That was my worst fear. Let me just check my connections. Maybe it's gonna turn. Because the inverter board is flashing nicely. Oh, it's asking for water. Okay, so maybe it needs to take in some bit of water first before it spins. It's possible. It's possible. So maybe what I can do, okay, let me pause the video and try to, I think I'll need to put water. I will need to put water because now it's asking for water. Yet it should be spinning, but some machines, they take in a little bit of water first and then they spin. Could be that. All right, let me.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it turns out I put the wrong cycle there. I put it on washer, so it was opening the valves. So now you can see I've put it on spin only. You can see the drum there. Let me, maybe you can see it. Yeah, I think you can see it. Let me go to the back. That's where you're gonna see it nicely. Right, see there, the drum is turning. Right, that is good. I think this one is sorted. Right, thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow if you like. Thanks once again. See you on the next one.